Hello everyone, and welcome to the third race of the Grand Prix Classics Championship. It's hosted by Semi-Stick Racing, SSR. We are in Italy today for, what is the third race? And for a brilliant Grand Prix 37 laps around Imola. On the calendar, third race out of 8, and there will be a non-championship round between Germany and Portugal. In March, this is the last race of February. We'll have 2 weeks between this one and the next. Last week we had the Argentine Grand Prix. So that is how it stands right now in the calendar. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've seen some previous races, and if it's your first race, very welcome. Hope you will enjoy it. We've got some very good races today. Well, every time we have a race, really, there's some really good races in between. Dustin is a very good example here. He's driving ahead here through a slightly damp. I say slightly damp, maybe quite wet now, slightly damp now. Acqua Minerale and Variante Alta, as it of course is in Imola, very well known track, very popular with the drivers as well. But today is a bit special because, as I said, the track is a little damp. But you might notice, if you've got very good eyes, I'm going to switch real quick because it's looking a little goofy. Actually, let's look at JJ because he's currently the fastest. He's really taken these conditions where the track is, at the start of the race, wet and will progressively dry out. What I heard, I think it's going to be about half the race that the track is going to be wet. So I'm expecting people to stop around the middle. But because it's a wet to dry transition, it's important to get it right. If you're too early, you will be losing so much time on the slicks, and you will distort them a little bit before you can use them. He's really pushing there, because the grass is extremely wet as well. And if you're too late, you will be just throwing away time on wet tires. Completely unnecessary. Maybe these conditions are what is going to beat Domska. We quickly check the timings. I'm seeing something. I want to double check. Yeah, we've got Jordi as well. Okay, I was expecting him, but good to see he has made it. Domska, of course, has won both races so far. Let me really quickly show you what the standings are like right now. Domska in first, 31 points over 24 of Gerald, who is here today. That's very good. Randers in third place is not here today. So Dustin will have a very good opportunity to jump him. And so will the Crow, and Mike will even if he has a very good race today. So, but yeah, I think he had enough spotlights last time. He was on camera for a long time. He had a long fight with the Crow. Today he will not have one of those fights. Teammate Silver is here today. He's currently 9th. Will have an opportunity to push himself up the field. Let's quickly switch to... oh no. Domska's already out. Very good. Yeah, that's the first page. The rest of the standings aren't too interesting right now. We haven't too many races, so the points haven't really bled into the lower regions, but we've got a slightly long list right now, as you can see, if you've been paying attention last time. And if we look at the starting grid for today, let's get everything right. Starting grid. Not the starting grid, excuse me. If we look at the teams, well, this is also in order of as the teams are in the championship. Domska and the Crow are both here. They will be racing for their own team, as are Gerald and Dustin. Silva, of course, without Randers, has to race with Abo, who is the reserve driver. He joined last time. I think he did alright, and then he had to retire, unfortunately. We had the Sauber cars with Michael and Nacho. They are both here. Ferrari cars, Tachi and Cavalo, they are both here as well. Jordan, Max is here, but HCM couldn't make it. Last time, of course, he had a very, I think, memorable race for him. He finished, I think it was like 9th place. He did a great job. I'm sure he was happy with it, but can't be here today. His seat is being taken by a new man who was in chat last time. He was following us, and he was interested to join. So he clicked the link that is in chat right now. And today he is racing. Sometimes it's that simple. As a reserve driver for the Jordan team. There are still technically 2 spaces left right now. Of course they won't be filled today, but next time if there's a gap and you want to join, yeah, you're always welcome to. Quickly in that message in chat. There you go. And we'll leave that until after the stream. Cool. If you want to join, just click that link and yeah, it's Automobilista 2. It's a EU server, racing around this time. We'll quickly go through the rest of the race teams, of course. McLaren, Arderick is racing for them instead of Ride or Die. Mario is back here today. I don't think he was there last time. We've got Minardi. Yeah, there's a gap there, as you can see, but we've got JJ. Game Tiger couldn't make it. Jordi is there today for the Tyrrell team. And again, there's a gap because his teammate couldn't make it again today. I think he's doing some work in his room or something, you mentioned. Simply didn't have the time. It happens. PC finisher Maserati, you see. Maserati's in his first race today. They are in the Simtech Ford, both together, and the Parmalat team. Hans Topo is there. Kamikaze couldn't make it, so we have Nolsey instead as another reserve driver. And that's all of the teams and all of the drivers. A few minutes left in this practice session. Let's see. Nolsey immediately jumps out as a reserve driver for the Parmalat team. He is coming in with a plan, I guess. He must have practiced a lot. He's doing a great job so far. But of course, it is only practice. I don't know what he's driving on, but you can see how he drives. I think it's pretty clean so far. I don't think he's cheated yet. Apparently, the track limits in the last corner aren't ideal. But it looks very clean, very controlled. He's doing 129.1 so far. Not quite sure if that is particularly fast. But he looks very much controlled the car. I think that's the most important thing. I get a good feeling that we will be seeing him a lot more often as well. Kavlaw also improving faster than the Crow and Domska and Dustin a moment ago, but Dustin Hassan's improved. Kavlaw in the Ferrari. I feel like Kavlaw hasn't really shown what he's capable of yet. He's only got 3 points behind his name, and I think that should be much more. Let's see if today he can really perform. Don't know if there's a lot of pressure on him. Hopefully not. Currently P12 in the championship will have an opportunity to show his worth. See who else is there that is interesting, stands out. Actually, the other Ferrari driver, Statue, also good time for now. One of 2 drivers in the 29s. Still a big gap behind Nolsey. I'll take an eye on Nolsey. Definitely someone interesting to see. Jordi in the first race was present. Second race he wasn't. In the first race was very notable for having a big long fight with Michael. Michael is here as well today. But eyeing Jordi as well. Maybe he can repeat the fight and give it all a really good show. And there you go. The Crow has now improved ahead of Nolsey. Nolsey's time was interesting. And it's likely also because the track is drying up, of course. Maybe some drivers are still trying to figure out what the crossover is. It shows wet tires. I'm not exactly sure if he is on wet tires. I get the feeling that he's driving on slicks right now. And that's also a problem. Amos 2 doesn't show the tires correctly after pit stops. We're just gonna have to kind of infer, maybe even guess if we're unlucky. So currently the fastest. Michael, here he is. Michael is doing an excellent job this season. Currently, I would say best of the rest. We have a very clear top 5. One of the 5, not here today, Randers, has been extremely quick so far this season. Couldn't make it today, so that will be an opportunity for Michael to improve his best finish from 6th to 5th. Interested to see if he will make it. The competition is quite fierce. Not least of which JJ is currently in the pits. I would switch it to him, but he's I feel like he's found his groove a little bit more, slowly but surely. Last race was I think he got a point. Was it 1 point? Yeah, he got only 1 point. Really 15th in the standings. But I think he's capable of more. Hard to say. Gerald hasn't really set a time yet. He's currently 2nd in the championship, ahead of Dustin, which I'm not going to say I'm surprised, because Gerald is a very strong, very capable, and very experienced driver. But Dustin is also very capable. So, yeah, that is very impressive. Let's hope that he shows the consistency throughout the season. Because if Domska slips up, he will be the first man to get an opportunity to take advantage. So, Abo has now also set a alright lap time. Depends on what he's doing. I say alright. I say some people might be like, oh, it's 4.5 seconds slower. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's on the right tires. I don't know if he's on a heavy car. Nobody knows. Doing race runs, if he was quality runs. I think most people are doing race runs simply because of the fact that the track started off wet, which will not be the case in qualifying, of course. So it's not much of a point to go qualifying pace. Weasel, though, I shortened him to Apocalyptic Weasel in A.Weasel. His full name is Apocalyptic Weasel, but I shortened his name in the graphics because I think it's simply too long. I haven't really tested it, to be honest, but I think it's simply too long. So we're gonna keep it shortened, and it's exactly the same now as it is in the game, as it shows us. I have to apologize to him if he's screen a lot and his full name isn't on there. But I think that's his teammate this time. Double check that. Yes, it is. The Jordan also had a very good race. Last time I think I showed Ride or Die having won against Max Manfred, but turns out Max overtook Ride or Die in the last lap. Therefore got 1 extra point that I didn't show on the stream or on the VOD on YouTube. Yes, so as a result, got extra points, currently in P11 in the championship. In the top 12, which is the good half. Stopper struggling a bit. His teammate isn't here today. Have to get the power lap points himself, or his teammate, actually Nolsey, seems to be very capable, so might be good points for the Palmerlet team today. Let's see what happens. Domska, I don't think he has pushed yet. Everybody above Domska is honestly fine. Or he just hasn't practiced the track, which I find very hard to believe. We talk about Jordi. Arderick, currently, he's technically a reserve driver, but he's shown up in every race so far. He's just a little bit late for signing up, and then he just become a reserve driver. He gets no priority, except when people don't show up. And then if you're the first reserve driver, you get priority. Things like that. I think he's even first. He just shows up every time, and there's always a gap. So yeah, always good. Of course, his first race is in the pits right now. Mario, nice to have back. PC Finch also. I don't think PC Finch has he got a point yet? No, he doesn't. He's still on a quest to get his first point. Been a bit torturous for him, I think, because he's been close. But not quite. I think he has it in him to get it this season. Will not be a permanent Yuki Tsunoda. think it was Yuki that was like 11 a lot in one of the seasons. I remember. It was on Driver that was like 11th all the time. And of course in F1, real F1 you don't get points down to 12th. JJ has improved his time quite a lot, currently in 3rd. Has also crashed just, so let's hope he doesn't do that in the race. The Crow currently though, fastest on the track. Well, we're one of the last people to finish it. The camera on the, I have to say this, the camera on this track, the trackside camera, is horrific. Actually horrific. I will talk about it a little bit during qualifying, because I've seen some shots. I don't know why the game allows this. This is like, okay, he gets behind the pit building, is not the worst thing. Also, he still has to finish, I think. Oh, there it is. And that's a classic Amos 2 glitch. The car spinning around. And there you go. That's currently how it stands. Who is first out of the pits? Let's quickly click on the roof. I think it is Gerald? Gerald. We're following Gerald. Okay, so quickly on the... Oh, there's a crash already in the back, guys. It's... We're getting ready for a quali run. No need to push hard. There's a couple of camera angles I've noticed. We'll probably be on the roof for a lot of this race because of it. First sector seems to be fine. I think it's out of Tosa, this corner, where it gets a bit... No, okay, it's still fine. There's a couple, though, that are really bad. This is completely fine. This is such an enjoyable track. I will take you through it, of course, as I normally do at the start of qualifying. First driver out, I will sit on the roof and will commentate their lap. So far, trackside camera is treating us right, as it always should. And there we go. That's one thing. I think it's just that area at the end of sector 3, where it's just that link is a bit long, but it's not the worst. That area in particular is really bad for camera angles. Alright, let's sit on the roof of Gerald Smith, who's going to take us around Imola, the Italian Grand Prix. The lap will be like very intense, hard to overtake through the first chicane. Take the first and second apex and try to line up for the third one. You shouldn't have to brake, or release even. This one, you have to kill a little bit of speed, really brake for the second one. Get a good exit. Somebody waiting very nicely. And then Tosa, slow hairpin. Hit that apex. Get on the power. Oh, but he... He spins too much throttle there. And I'm hoping... Can we go to his teammates? Where's... Okay, we're going with Donchka, I guess. First chicane yet again. We're going over the apexes. I randomly picked Donchka, but I think it's a good one. He's normally alright. Hit that apex, brake, get on the throttle, use as much of the track as you can. You can see the difference. He uses a lot more of that exit over there. Not quite the apex here. No wheel spin, very nice. Keeps it running. Braking through here. It has a name and I've forgotten it, but this is Acqua Minerale. The first apex, you kind of go almost flat into it, and you have to slam the brakes for the second one up the hill. Very nice. Variante Alta then, very tight chicane, but you can absolutely send it across these curves, as he has done now. And into the last two corners, line up very nicely, hit that apex, get on the throttle, line up again, do it perfectly, and you get yourself a good exits. But that's not the track in real life, or in modern F1 it is, but you've got an extra chicane here. Chicane has been removed since, but the drivers do have to deal with it, and the pit exit's actually just straight on. Kind of like Canada. But there you go, that's Dom's first lap, and the Crow is faster. Dustin is a decent way away. I want to see, and Nolsey hasn't really set a representative lap time yet, I want to see how our new guy is going to do. Wouldn't say the expectations are high. The expectations are, whatever. Look, as long as he has fun, it's always good. But I'm curious to see, because he really surprised me with where he sat in practice at the time he sat there. Let's see if that is real pace, or if it was a trick. Just timing, tires, track. Because this track isn't wet. Oh, a little bit of a jiggle in there. You can see it lost him a little bit of braking performance, which means he's gone slightly wide out of the corner. He kept it nicely under control though. Absolutely centered across these curbs. It's easy to go on the throttle after too fast. The car's destabilized, doesn't quite have the rear grip to deal with a lot of throttle. So he's very patient on it. Just setting a proper bank lap 15 seconds off the pace is not where he sits, of course. Where he really sits, we'll find out too. Last braking zone, into the chicane, and important to get an exit right, especially in the race. And in qualifying, it will cost you a little bit, not too much. 6th place right now. That absolutely puts him in a very nice little bundle with between Michael and Cavallor. His statue actually currently in 4th place. Doing very well. I think the only person in the top 4 missing, because Randers isn't here, top 4, is Gerald, who we saw spin, and I think he's struggling a little bit with his track. Or it might be... Yeah, he's already set a lap. Okay, he set a lap as I clicked his name, so I clicked someone else instead. Dustin, his teammate, is currently worst of the best, which is 4th place, considering the top 5. But Statue is actually really close to him. So I think Statue made a mistake there. Probably will have to let Michael through. Not quite sure yet. There he goes. Michael is on a fast lap. Would really appreciate the space, as he does. Also, last race, I believe there was an incident with Arderick where he wasn't allowed to participate in qualifying. That was at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Last race, we only had one incident, and we caught it live in HD. It was the incident between the Crow and Randers. The Crow has since... Oh, that's a little bit of a mistake there from PC Finch. I feel like it's a bit of rear locking, which is rare, but it can happen. Rare depending on how you set your car up, but yeah, in the wall. Might want to reset. Also, probably the Weasel. New driver. Let's see how he is doing. I was going to say, last race, Randers the Crow had an accident. We thought from the stream. I thought from the stream. It was probably the Crow's fault. Coming out of the pits late on the brakes. It felt like it. The stewards agreed, gave him 10 seconds, and as a result he finished behind Randers. And Randers is now clear from Dustin in the standings. Not a comfortable V3 at one point, but yeah, that explains also why the points were different for him in the when I showed the standings in the opening than when I showed it on the VOD, at least on YouTube. Ooh, and a little bit of a mistake from Weasel in the last corner. I feel like, and this might just be me, I feel like a lot of drivers, including maybe Weasel, who knows, a lot of drivers will know this track very well, but only the version without the last chicane. And they've probably practiced the chicane, but they don't quite have a feel for it. If you have a feel for it, you can normally, adjust things a bit better, a bit more naturally. Variante Alta is also like different in every version. Sometimes you can take a bit more exit curb. This is a terrible camera angle. Like, there's nothing it showed there except the forest. I think for Sector 3 we just need to make sure we're on the roof, because we'll not be able to see anything. The rest of the sectors seem completely fine. Yeah, this chicane, I don't think people have seen it as much as the rest of the track. Don't quite have as much of a feel for it. As a result, mistakes will be made. See if Statue improves. He does not currently. So in P5, the tied P5, Michael is extremely close. Abo is next, actually, ahead of Nolsey. Two reserve drivers fighting it out. Of course, Abo, no pressure to perform, but he is in the Williams. And the Williams are doing all right. So, yeah, we're expecting him to really bring that performance with his opportunity to, of course, drive today. Quickly update my administration with some surprises. It's gonna take a little longer than I was hoping, but yeah, there we go. Ooh, and I see somebody on the gravel. It happens a lot in Aqua Minerale. Normally it's after the second corner, but after the first corner, if you go too tight, if you brake too hard, it's easy to lose control of the car and just go straight. That's how it is. Important to not make that mistake during the race. And what's crazy to me is that JJ's 13. And that's not because JJ is doing a poor job, I think. 3 seconds off the pace currently. Maybe he can do better, but we actually got a decently competitive grid. A lot of people with experience, with skill. Caffalo improves to 9th. Happy about that, I'm sure. Yeah, JJ currently in 13th. Small surprise. But really more testament of how good this grid really is. We've got a lot of people that it's got a lot of people that really are capable. They've got experience. I've seen like the entire, except for Nolsey, I've seen the entire. This is a terrible camera angle. It's so bad. Except for Nolsey, I've seen the entire top 10. Jordi, not so much. Silva I've seen before, outside of the season, I mean. JJ, of course, we've seen before. A lot of these people are very well known. I know they have experience, I know they have skill. Michael has improved a lot since the early days, since I saw him. JJ has now improved to 9th place. Very nicely done from him. It's not necessarily what we expect from him, but it is. He's definitely picked up the pace. Only 2 seconds behind Domska now, who has now set the fastest time. And a rabbit out of the hat almost, but Domska, of course, has been extremely strong in qualifying this season. Ligier cars do seem to have something special about them. Completely fictional, all the cars are exactly the same. These drivers are just faster than the others. Ooh, and it makes a mistake there. That lap is not going to be an improvement. The Crow has an opportunity because he's only, mind you, 0.08 of a second behind. If he can replicate what he did before, there's absolutely a decent chance that he improves. And Domska, I don't think he has many opportunities to improve his time. Oh, but the Crow drives into the pits, okay. Good for simulation, good for practice. Maybe he didn't practice the pit entry enough for his liking, so good thing he did practice that. Gerald, is he gonna close that gap? Because currently the Benetton cars are quite far off. I say far. A lot closer than all the other drivers, of course. But that is a substantial gap. Ooh, and it's not an improvement. I saw something really weird happen there. Dustin then, a little bit behind. Also under threat of statue of Michael. Nolsey's a bit further back, so we'll need a bigger improvement to get there. Yeah, he's not comfortable right now. It really just seems to be a top 2 today. And they might just be battling. I feel like Dustin is setting up a lap, and this will be his final real push at it. So what's it gonna be? Oh, that's very inconvenient. He still has time to bail out of this lap if he has enough fuel. But that is a little bit inconvenient. He managed it alright though. So maybe, just maybe, he's fine. There's no damage actually done. Abo and JJ was extremely close. Within half a tenth of a second. JJ needing to improve. Bo, Nosey and JJ will have hopefully a very nice fight between them. Statue is now in the pit, so he's the first one to throw the towel in the ring of the top 10 because he will not be able to improve. Now, if you are in the pits, you are not improving. Cavalo, Mario, Weasel, and Finch in the same boat. Oh, and Dusty goes wide. He's in luck though. He still has time to start another lap. I assume he will be doing that. Gerald Smith also has time to set another lap, I think. I think he does. Let's see, where is the Crow currently? He is on his lap. This is his last lap, and where's Domska? Domska is much further into his lap. Let's have a good look at what he is doing. We have Aqua Minerale in going into Variante Alta. Oh, he's absolutely sending it. Oh, that's a bit much, Domska. That is a little bit much. Yeah, I don't think he's improving this lap. I do strongly appreciate the absolute send, the commitment, the passion into that corner. A man after my own heart, honestly. Yeah, not faster though. The Crow is a little bit more sensible through there. Yeah, Domska does not improve. He goes back to the pits. I think Statue went out just for like a setup check or something. Fuel check, things like that. Crow through the last corners. Oh, there's a lot of grass and he misses the apex. I don't think there's going to be improvement based on that alone. But let's see. Last few corners braking for this chicane. Oh, that's another mistake. I think his rears are cooked. I don't think it's going to be an improvement for the Crow. He's going to have to settle for second at best. Michael also not improving, is in the pits. So it'll be Statue then Michael. Nolsey is still driving. Keep an eye on him. Gerald doesn't improve. Dustin doesn't improve. Where's Nolsey? We'll keep an eye on him. I don't think he's driving anymore. Anybody driving still? Yeah, I think we've got Nacho here. Nacho's still on his way to try and improve. Nolsey out of Abo and JJ. That's gonna be interesting for the race. Well, there's a little bit of a drift from Nacho. But, so every chance to improve. Nothing standing out as a massive mistake. As it stands. Well, Jordi has also moved up to P10. So actually going to improve though and bump him off immediately. No, he does not. He unfortunately does not. For him. So I'll quickly make sure we got everything as it should be. Yes, okay. That makes me ready to do a quick rundown of the starting grid. We have got, make sure that's correct. Yes, we have got Domska pole position again, third time in a row, looking for another win. The Crow makes it a Ligier 1-2. Benetton's on the next row. Gerald followed by Dustin. Then we've got Statue in the Ferrari. A Sauber of Michael behind. Nolsey highest up as the reserve drivers in 7th place, followed closely by Abo, the other reserve driver in top 12. Then we've got JJ and Jordi. They'll be fighting with those ahead, I'm sure. We've got Nacho and Cavalo. I think that's going to be between 5th and 12th. I think we're going to have very, very nice battles. It is, of course, in Imola, so we'll see how much that amounts to. Silver Maserati on the next row, Williams and Simtek. We've got Mario and a McLaren on Stope in the Parmalat. Max Manfred ahead of his teammate, the Jordan. Ardwick, reserve driver in the McLaren. Weasel, the other Jordan driver, 19th. And PC Finch at the back of the grid as it stands. PC Finch very good at surviving races though. So if this is like a race where a lot of incidents happen, PC Finch has a chance to score a point. Or you find something special. Always possible. Keep in mind, the track is wet. The drivers should be, I hope they all are, otherwise we'll have a disaster. They should all be on wet tires or intermediates. I'm not sure if they have that. Wet tires to make sure that they do have enough temperature in the tires, don't spin immediately. If everybody goes straight, everybody's done well. If somebody didn't fit the wet tires, you're gonna have a very, very interesting start and maybe a safety car. Let's see. Domska on pole position, and there he goes. So far, no huge incidents, not immediately anyway. But you see, the spray is crazy. Domska is away very well, though. Gerald also ahead of the Crow immediately. Let's see how these do. Ooh, and I think Dustin there is going wide, and so is the other. Oh my god, that's a really big disaster for both of the Benetton cars. I see some incidents behind. Is everybody okay? No, there's a really big pileup in the first corner. Oh my goodness. Is everybody okay there? A lot of people have continued driving, but Capelor, Max Manfred, Weasel, Hans Topo, PC Finch, Arderick all caught up in a very, very early incident. And they're all driving again. That's very good. Domska had a wonderful start. The Crow not so much, but his opponents made a mistake. Benetton's already back and forth in 5th. Nacho in 6th, Statue all the way up into 3rd. He will be happy with that. Jordi in 7th, moving up nicely from his 10th place starting position, overtaking both Abo and JJ, who are still in their original order. Nolsey has been overtaken by both of them. Silver currently in P11, also moving up 2 places. Maserati also moving up a lot. I see Statue and Dustin are having a bit of a fight. Dustin does seem to have the edge though. But around the outside for the next corner, maybe the inside of the next. Oh, he doesn't have the speed. Very cautious. It is a wet track. And the Crow and Domska also fighting for the lead. Domska not as comfortable in these conditions as maybe the Crow is. Or as he always is in the dry. Statue has to concede the position to Dustin. We're going to have to... We don't see fights for the lead very often. And I see maybe Domska not getting the best exit there. He is struggling. And I think actually so is the Crow, because Dustin is right past. Dustin is having an amazing start of the race, despite the fact that he went on the grass. Oh, but it's being defended by the Crow. He's going to make the quarter is the next question. Oh, Dustin so smart with the switch back there through the chicane. Oh, they're keeping each other just out alive. They're so close to each other. Around the outside. No, Dustin's not going to do that. No, you can't do that. Statue is keeping with this fight because there's no way these are going to drive away with the way they're fighting. And weirdly enough, Domska is not running away with it. Oh, switch back again. Dustin does love this move. Is he going to be okay? A lot of... Oh, no. The Crow is off the track. Has there been a collision? There may have been a collision. Statue actually fighting with Dustin now. He's around the outside. Oh, that's on the grass. That's not going to work. Nacho in P3. Nacho's on the podium. Everything's happening. All at once. And Dustin, I think he's looking forwards. Because I think he thinks, and I think he's right, he can overtake Domska. Domska isn't fast enough. Domska is on the outside for Variante Alta. It's a very tricky corner to overtake in. He has to take to the grass. I think that's an overtake for Dustin. And Dustin is the new leader of the race. Dustin with an amazing charge over the first 2 laps. A big mistake in the start, but he's fought back and he's clearly, it's not even close, the fastest man on the track and currently in the lead. Statue is also doing a great job. His Ligier is just not working in the wet. And where is... Jordy's having some issues. The Crow is so far back. He's had a bit of a disaster. Maybe he's got some damage. He might be going into the pits. We'll have a quick look at that. Hopefully it's not that bad, but he might decide to do so now. He's just going to continue driving for now. Hopefully he will be okay. But what has happened? Statue currently ahead of Nacho. Let's just tune into these as I gather myself. So many things have happened. Gerald Smith is currently, I think, the biggest winner. I have to shout him out. Nacho started in P11. In P11. He's P4. He was P3 earlier. Nacho has had an amazing start. Very controlled. And it's not even that everybody crashed. He's only 2 seconds behind the leader. He's doing an amazing job. Let's see what else we have. Maserati also very high up, started P14, currently P6. Have a quick look at that car. Simtech, a racing car, currently in P6 as it stands. Rain races are chaotic, but this is something special. Bo and Nolsey, somewhat normal, that kind of where you would expect. They were close to each other, they're still close to each other. That's fine. They might even be fighting a little bit. Let's have a quick look at what Nolsey is doing. You see, oh, it's so tricky. See a little bit of mistake from Maserati, I believe that is. Bo also not the best exit there. It's very tricky. Nolsey has a very good... Why is Dustin in the pits? Huh? What happened? Was he low on fuel? Did he not fuel enough for the start? Did he have qualifying fuel? Oh my god, that's a blunder. That is a massive blunder. Nolsey is overtaking Bo, and he's also ahead of Dustin. That is a uncharacteristic blunder from Dustin to not fuel enough at the start of the race. I think that's what happened. That's why he was so fast. It was a little bit of skill as well, to be honest. But yeah, that also means he's probably gonna have to stop again. And good results not happening today, unfortunately. So we still have everyone. That's good. Trying to keep up with what's going on. It's incredibly difficult. Michael has... Okay, he's behind... He's behind JJ. It's not so bad. Oh, what else happened? Tomska is in the lead again. He's retaken it, of course, after Dustin had to... I'm really disappointed. It looked like a very, very good charge from Dustin, but actually he was cheating. He had a lighter car. And as a result, he had to stop early. And he's going to have to stop again when the rain subsides or the wet track dries up. Nacho in P3, though, it has to be said. Even if it's a bit virtual. Maybe. It's not virtual, actually. Only Dustin has stopped. He's going to have to stop again anyway. He's straight up in P3. He's doing a great job today. P8 in the standings currently, and if he gets 10 more points, he more than doubles his currently point. No. 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 They've all got to fuel up, guys. Why? I was so excited. I was so excited. It was deception. It was all deception. I feel lied to. I feel betrayed. I was so excited. The first 2 laps were the best laps of my life, and it was all fake. It was all fake news. I'm sorry, guys. I must apologize. This is terrible. It's kind of funny that 3 drivers have made the same mistake. Michael's also in the pits. I'm not sure if it is the same mistake for him. 3 drivers have made the same mistake. They look to be doing incredible today, but actually they had just made a really big error. And the top 4 is exactly as we would expect it to be. The statue has dropped to 7th place. It's not so bad, maybe. Where is Nacho? Nacho's in 9th place. I'm disappointed. I'm absolutely really a bit disappointed. We've got Nolsey though, P5. Nolsey best of the rest. You fueled, right? You have your fuel, right? He's doing a good job. I think he's got decent pace as well. In the camera angle is so bad. Got decent pace in the wet as well. I think as we saw in practice. So maybe he's gonna take it all the way up to the Crow. Because I think these 3 are fairly close together. This is something to keep an eye on. There are fights happening back here. Are there? I think I saw something switching around here. Oh, there's a mistake made by Mario, I think. It's him off the track. No, it's someone else. I think it's Arderick. Yes. He's a lap behind, unfortunately. He's been really struggling in these conditions, and I cannot really blame him. These are tough conditions. As all the balances are side by side, and the Crow is thinking of joining them. They're not doing that. Oh, and Gerald makes a mistake, goes wide. That's Dustin P2. Yeah, he wasn't P2 yet. He's overtaken Gerald. Gerald made a big mistake, and now the Crow is actually right there. Where's Gerald currently? He's currently still in P4. I think we're gonna have to check. Nosey's very close also. I've got 2 fights here. I don't know what to do with that. Nosey right here chasing Geralt, and we've got the Crow right here chasing Dustins. We're putting the pressure on the Benetton team. This is not going as planned, I'm sure. Dustin is honestly a little bit lucky. Yeah, I don't think it's that they switched dry tires because the track starts out wet, and Dustin has great pace at the start. He would not be as fast on wet tires, I'm sure. And that is the Crow in P2, making it a léger 1-2. So that's normal. That's fine. The way we got here is a bit crazy. It's been a bit up and down. Yeah, Nosey is really putting on the pressure on Geralt. Is he gonna go for it? Ooh, you can see his experience here in racing. I think there's many people that would just try it on the inside. He's not like that. Abo is in the pits. Please tell me he didn't also underfuel. We're gonna have to start a support group for everybody that underfueled at the start of the race, I'm afraid. This is tragic. I'm also trying to keep up with who is where on a separate list. I'm not doing a great job right now because it's all over the place. Nosey around the outside, that's brave. Is he gonna make that? Nah, he lets Geralt live. He's just trying to force him into a mistake. That's what's really going on. These are not do or die chances. These are, I'm just gonna poke and prod, and if you make a mistake, that's my position. I'm slowly but surely starting to be up to date with where he is. Where we go? He's in 17th. Okay. Everybody's still here. That's good. I'm happy with that. Everybody's still driving. Nosey fighting Geralt. We've got a battle here. I think the rest of the track. We've got Jordi chasing Silva. The camera angles, guys. But Jordi chasing Silva. I think we want to see how the gap looks. Not as close as this gap. Or there's somebody next to the road. The other Rick or Finch. You see Finch is struggling, unfortunately. Let's keep a close look at this battle. Oh, and I think Jordi made a mistake. No, it was someone else. That's probably PC Finch. No, I don't know who that is. Oh, Max Manfred's also having trouble. There's a theory that people are switching to dries. I don't think they're ready for dries yet. I think that's very early. I also would feel like, because Domska hasn't stopped yet. Domska has not pitted. If it was people switching to dries, they've either done it very, very early, which I don't think Dustin would do. In particular, he's got so much experience, he wouldn't make that mistake. And if it was on time, then Domska would be pulled in very, very rapidly. Oh, Nosey, oh, that's frustrating. I know exactly how he feels. You've got the pace, you know you have the exit, but you cannot get past because you're just being physically blocked. Very good blue flag behavior there. Nosey will have to catch back up again to Geralt, really putting on the pressure, and that's exactly what we want to see. Statue also nicely, comfortably, kind of comfortably, he's not really comfortably, in P6 right now. JJ is chasing. JJ doing a great job today. Good to see. Reminder, he's currently a 1 point in the championship at P15. That's an underrating of JJ, I think, so it's good to see that he is showing up right here, right now. Let's hope that it amounts to a good finish at the end. Of course, where you stand right now doesn't matter. But be there at the end as he goes fully on the grass, and I'm very afraid that he puts it into the wall. But he's okay. He's okay. He's still driving. This fight's still going on. Oh, there's a mistake by Geralt. Oh, and he gets blocked by his teammate. Oh my god, Nosey. He's having to fight with the physical properties of matter, where you cannot pass through other matter. That is, yeah, that's tough. But he's got the pace. He needs to be patient. That's the number one thing. And either way, he needs to win on strategy as well. He needs to switch to the right tires at the right time. Oh, actually, valid point from Randus in the chat. Maybe Domska started on slicks. I mean, he did have a good start. He had a very smooth start. His start wasn't so bad. It's more that everybody else was faster. I think people underfueled. My leading theory is that people underfueled. Oh, another mistake. Geralt, what happened? I just see him drive normally, and suddenly he's facing the wrong way. Geralt, no! He's made a mistake through the chicane and drops all the way back to 7th. It's also, I think, people fighting here. No, it's not that bad. Okay. Not that much chaos. This race is crazy. People making mistakes up and down the fields. Statue in P5 now. Nosey in P4. Which is a very good debut. That's his first SSR race, I believe. I think so. I think he's new. He's at least new to the season. As a reserve driver, currently in P4, that's an excellent job and also very good for the Parmalat team. See, I don't think there's any close battles right now. I'm looking at Maserati though. He is not in touching distance, but he can see Jordi ahead of him. We'll take that. That is something. Interestingly, the Pro is catching up very rapidly to Domska. I'm gonna need Randall's help here. Do these cars have intermediate tires? I think they might. I'm 50-50 on if they have intermediate tires. I feel like some old cars may not have intermediate tires. I don't know if all cars in Amos who have, all F1 cars in Amos who have intermediate tires. Because I feel like we might be seeing a difference where Domska started on full wets. This is like a leading theory where Domska started on full wets. The Crow is on Inters. He's starting to catch up now. And he's going straight past. And Domska is actually letting it happen. I think he is aware there's a tyre difference here. I think that's what we're looking at. I'm very curious to hear from the drivers what exactly happened at the start. I feel like Dustin pitting so early was a mistake, although he was extremely rapid at the start. I think it's just he was on the right tires, one, and had low fuel. I feel like Domska was on full wets. We'll just have to speculate because you cannot see it from the tires if you go on the roof cam. All of the tires look like this. They all do. Yeah, so we can't see what they're on. We kind of have to speculate. The Crow definitely has better pace right now, though. I wonder if the tyre Domska started on was a mistake. If he is on full wet, I could see that absolutely come back to bite him rapidly. He's losing quite a lot of time. I don't think he has grip. I feel like Domska's going to be one of the first people to switch to slicks. Six tires must be overheating right now if they are indeed the full wets. And the Crow is 2 seconds faster in this lap alone so far. It's better on the brakes. Is Domska just going to hit? The Crow is so much faster. And I feel like Dustin is equally as fast as the Crow, roughly. See some people pitting now. Max Manfred, I think maybe he's going to risk it on the slicks already. And he will not be able to see the tires switch. They will just stay like that, unfortunately. So we cannot tell. Oh no! Have they updated the game? There's no inters in this class, okay. There's no intermediate tires. What's going on with Domska then? And apparently the tires switch. So we got Max Manfred, first man on the slicks. And let's see if they're fast, I guess. It's gonna be tough. I feel like PC Finch also on the slicks. Some people have switched early. I don't think it's worked out well for them though. I have to say, this feels a little early as well. The problem with switching from wets to slicks, if there's no inters at all, nothing in between. Because I would say if the inters were an option, everybody should start on the intermediates. That's not the case. You would go wets at the start, for sure. And the switch to slicks is so difficult. Because the racing line will dry up a lot faster than everything else. The grass, everything off the racing line. The pit lane as well, right? So basically gambling on being able to drive on the racing line for long enough to keep the heat in your tires. Camera. Say gambling. It's you control the car. You can keep the car on the dry patch. In theory. But it's gonna be it's still a bit tricky. You can't really overtake. If you do want to overtake, you have to trick your opponent into going offline for defense. Which is tough. If they're smart, they're not gonna do that. If you're lucky, they go offline anyway. Don't see you. They go offline to cool the tires, of course. Currently Dustin in P3. Rather lonely. Nolsey not keeping up with him so much. Domska is losing time hand over fist though. 4 seconds behind the Crow. What has happened to Domska's pace? This is really a puzzling race because I'm not sure exactly what happened. It could be. It's very possible. Something simple like he's been tough on the rears. There's been a lot of wheel spin, and now his tires are gone in the rear, so he has to nurse them. It could just be something simple like that. 4 seconds is a lot. You're not going to make that up in an undercut or overcut, I think. I feel like that ship has sailed. It is also unlikely but possible that the Crow is on slicks. Actually, let me have a look at the timings. You can see the last lap times. The Crow doing a 28.0, 29.2. Some of the slick drivers are not really driving their best laps here. Mario is driving his best lap. Is he on slicks is the question. Quickly doing a bit of science here. He is on slicks. He is driving his best lap times. But so the guys ahead that do not appear to be on slicks. Well, Dustin is significantly behind his fastest lap. I feel like the wets are starting to drop off and slicks might be faster now. It's hard to say. Extremely hard to say. I think we're looking at a transition period now though. Move the timings. I don't think... Actually, I need to rethink this. 31, that's not a dry time yet. 36, 26, excuse me, in quali. It's not quali times. It might be dry times. It's annoying that the tires always show up at wets. That's annoying. Domska is definitely not driving dry on dry tires, and his time is a 131.2. The lap time a lot of people are not beating. Was something else going wrong with Domska? Does he have damage? It's it's a puzzle today. I'm not sure what's going on here. The Crow is absolutely blasting away. I feel like the Crow is on slicks and nobody else is. That's what I'm thinking. Nosy is now in the pits. I feel like he's gonna switch to slick tires. I'm gonna look at the roof, see if the tires switch. And there they are. I'm so happy the tires actually switch now, but it might not be consistent. I cannot trust this game. I have trust issues when it comes to this game. So, it keeps us guessing. He's on slicks now, and I'm really... This is what I've been waiting for. Is he gonna be quick? Is he gonna look comfortable? I'm gonna stick with him. If he is comfortable on these slick tires, then he has absolutely made the right call, and he will be rewarded for it in this race. But it's gonna be maybe tough to tell. I'm not sure how it looks on the driver's side, but on my side it's very hard to tell exactly where it's still a little damp and where it's dry, like cork dry. So we're now sure that Nosy is indeed on slicks, and he will be setting somewhat representative lap times, I'm sure. Maybe bar a second or two to Domska or the Crow at their best. Domska is already 8 seconds behind the Crow. Dustin 25 seconds. The Crow is absolutely flying. It could also be a fuel difference and the Crow has to stop. That's also possible. Domska and Dustin maybe going for it's a one stop, technically. But that Dustin stopped like lap 3 or 2. He stopped so early. I feel like Nosy is comfortable enough. There's still some wet patches on the left you can see. The outside line, there's a lot of reflection. That's a wet patch, but... I think if the track is dry enough for slicks, Nosy has figured it out. When's the rest gonna figure it out? I don't think they're listening to the stream. And also, I say Nosy has figured it out. Gonna have to wait for lap times. 131.0 on his out lap, though, is already strong, I think. What's it gonna do sector 1? 22.2. That is slower than Domska right now, okay. Might still have to get some heat in the tires, because the track will also be cold. It will be very cold. So tough to read this race. I think the Crows are slicks. I feel like a lot of other people are not. I'm expecting Nosy to catch up to Nacho quickly. But oh no, he is not! Because he's probably hit a damp patch and he's sideways. Hopefully not too much damage. Cavalo is approaching him. Oh, and there's no grip on the grass. Like, there's literally no grip on the grass. Like, you have to, like, 0.5% of your throttle, and you'll be okay. That's Silver passed. No, it's not Silver passed. It's someone else passed. There's Jordi. Jordi is... except for someone who's also had an incident. But I think... he's still a bit behind Nosy, who's still driving. Okay. He's still on the point. Just barely. But that sucks. That sucks. Gerald Smith, what's happening to him? Oh, and there's someone on the grass. What's going on there? Is he gonna be okay? It's essentially you're playing curling when you're on the grass. Like, is it? Yeah, I think Arderick, he actually kept control of the car very well to keep it there. But yeah, that's very tough for him. He's had a very tough race. The Crow not having a tough race at all. Yeah, I think Arderick is our first retirement. Took us 19 laps, but we finally have a retirement. That is quite rare to have the whole grid last that long, especially with 20 people. Quite happy to see it, but unfortunate that it happened in the end. So a lot of things have actually changed. The Bow has charged up the field. Let's have a quick look at the Bow. Currently in P8. He is currently on wet tires still. It seems, we're guessing. I'm not 100% sure. Seems to still be on wet tyres. Nosey, maybe he nailed it, in principle, but going sideways, if that's the risk you take, that's quite bad. And no, I don't think he has nailed it. His pace just isn't that good yet. It's not where it needs to be. Last time was a 1:59, of course, he made a big mistake. Let's see what's going to be this time around. Excuse me. Oh, I'm just pressing the wrong buttons here. Cross the line. What lap time did he do? At a 1:34, that is not fast enough. It's simply too early for slicks, it seems. What's to say, it's actually impressive then how close the pace is on the wet tyres, if all of that analysis is true, and if the tyres are accurately showing. It doesn't explain why the Crow is so damn fast. I don't know why he is so fast right now. I feel like the gap has finally stabilized, but it might just be that he's managing it now. Absolutely driver of the race so far, the Crow in a comfortable P1. Leading Elige 1-2 for a change. Last race was a bit of a disaster for him. He was not happy, well, driving on the track in the first place, honestly. He wasn't a big fan. Today, he seems to be having a much better time. Happy for him. Also having a very good time as JJ, currently in P5, and every time I say that, I think he crashes or something, so let's hope different this time. But Michael also doing a great job in P7 right now, behind his teammate Nacho. And the Crow is in the pits. The Crow is stopping. Do the tyres switch? The tyres should be switching right now, right? You wouldn't stop on lap 20 to go on wets again. Yeah, there he goes. He's on slicks. That might also have been a fuel limit decision. And Domskas is still going. He's ahead. And he's a wets, presumably. Curious to see what the Crow's going to do. Is he going to be faster? Nosey has tried it. Nosey has unfortunately not done so well so far. So what is he gonna do? Does he look stable? That's the first question I always have. So we're letting him by very nicely. Does he look stable? Does he look comfortable? Does it look like he's going to beat his best lap time so far? Maybe not on the first lap, but on the second lap you really should. Or at least get very close if the tires aren't aren't up to temperature yet. It's a very interesting strategical battle that we're seeing. Some people making the call to switch as we see a battle here. Silver and Geralt very close. Geralt is behind. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And Cavallor's right ahead. Excuse me, I was not paying attention that well. These are fighting. All of these three are fighting for position. I'm sure Geralt is extremely hungry for these two positions because he has messed up earlier. Donskat's in the pits right now as well. There he goes. Dustin chasing there. Okay, let's quickly look at this fight because we don't want to miss this fight. There's a lot happening for strategy in the back. The drivers will now be trying their best to keep the tire temperatures up. They'll be wanting to hot lap. Overtaking even blue flags can be tricky. We're going on damp patches which cool your tires down very, very quickly. Geralt is actually almost side by side with Silver. Thinks better of it. Silver's left a little bit of space there. Not getting the best exits. And as a result, Cavallor is running away a little bit. It's got a little bit of space. A little bit of margin. We're getting very close to Cavallor. But it's hard to say which overtakes are going to be more likely here. Geralt is looking He must have an opportunity here. Around the outside of the Williams, is he gonna go? Yes, he does. Silver kind of lets him have it. I think Silver believes he doesn't have the pace. And of course, Gerald is on the slicks right now, and he's doing a good job on the slicks. And if the slicks are faster, actually, let's have a quick look at Nolsey's lap times. I think that's the best measure. Ooh, 32.29. It's maybe not so clear yet. I think that's probably Domska or the Crow. Yeah, the Crow was passing him there. The Crow is actually flying. He's got great pace. Don't think Domska's keeping up a lap time even. Let's quickly look here. Gerald really wants his position from Cavalo. He's looking. Inside, maybe she can't. Oh, it's being blocked. That's a fair block. Really tough for Gerald to deal with. Brilliant camera angle. Oh, the camera angles of the game are something else. Gerald, he's close. He can taste it, but it is Imola, and Imola overtakes are rare, few far in between. Few and far between, I should really say. Maybe here, then Tosa is always an outside bet. But you have to really commit. Normally the outside is best, or make a mistake. Gerald has almost done. Bit of a slow exit for Cavalo. But this is not a corner where you send it. He's safe. Oh, too much curb there. Puts him maybe in the clutches of Silver. We've reached a weird equilibrium. Oh, and JJ. Oh no, JJ. He's missing a rear wing. I thought maybe that's visual. I don't think it's visual. I think JJ has genuine damage and needs to stop. Kind of luckily for him, he needed to stop anyway. His tires do still appear to be the wets. Might not be comfortable going the slicks right now, but it's better than making another stop later. And there is a strong assumption from everyone that the slicks will be fast. Oh, and he's gonna miss the pit entry. Oh, what a disaster. Gerald Smith then. Is he going to go past Cavalo this time? He's looking. Silver is in the pits right now. We'll be trying to do an undercut on Cavalo, who is defending from Gerald. Maybe that's not smart. Maybe he just needs to let Gerald go. Because I feel like this is costing both of them time. Cavalo needs to think about his fight with Silver, who just stopped. And these are fights for points. So it is important that I get it right. Gerald round the outside then. Is it going to be enough? I think it is. Oh, but they're still side by side. Are they going to stay side by side through here? Yeah, Cavalo defends it. Oh, Gerald pushed out a little bit wide, but it's fair game. Yeah, it's completely fine. Cavalo stays ahead. Great defense from him. Gerald looking for a good exit again. He is there every single time. He's side by side again. Cavalo lets him go this time. Yeah, and it's completely within the lines. Nice job from Gerald. First opportunity failed. Second opportunity, he got it. But I feel like Cavalo just slowed down for us a bit faster on a straight line. So it's a little bit tricky still. Michael is in the pits right now, and I think now we're going to see people switch en masse to slick tires. Oh, he's missed the pit box. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, let's look away. I feel a little bit bad. That was caught in HD. Everybody saw it. Somebody came out of the pits. It's hard to... I think it is Michael. Yes, Michael. Right behind Cavalo. Misjudged his braking point, and the tires are still pretty cold, I think. And if he was offline at all, then yeah, no grip. Well, Keep going, P9. And a little bit of lost time. Oh, Michael, what's going on? What's going on there? Wait. That's fine. Don't tell me his rear tires are different. No, they're fine. Okay. Seems that struggling a bit with the brakes. Tires aren't warm yet. I think he was just trying to push immediately, and it's just not going to work. Let's see how things have changed. JJ has retired, unfortunately, I'm afraid. Somebody else has retired as well. I feel like some people are going to review this broadcast and have a couple of questions for Michael. Because, that's not... I mean, he's struggling. I don't think it's going to help him too much. He's intensely frustrated. Knows he is past. But yeah, we might have a couple of questions about that. We've lost someone else. We've lost a few people. How's we still there? I've got Maserati. Maserati's out, I think. And Michael is back in. Don't know why. Something must have happened. That's weird. I've never seen that before. He just had no brakes. Okay, I don't think anybody will be having any questions about what happened. We accept that he suffered. Dustin, of course, has to stop again. He stopped very early. And my theory is that it's... now he's on slicks. My theory is that he stopped because of fuel. He was underfueled. He was also extremely fast at the start, so that would explain that. They're currently still P3. Quite comfortable there. Nacho in P4. Statue P5? Statue was P4 earlier. So Nacho is currently best of the rest. He's doing a good job. Gerald has now moves up to P7. And Bo, I think, has... Oh, Bo, sorry. Bo is in P6. What am I doing? Bo doing a great job as well today. Last time, couldn't really show what he was capable of. Retired, of course, in that race in Argentina. Today he's currently in P6. 10 laps to go. He keeps the car on track. I think he's got a very good result. Can be decently happy with. Oh, and what happens here? Silver very slow. Jordi very slow, I think. And Michael ahead. It's the last few positions in the points, and the rest of the grid is further away. But these are quite close. Something happened there. Who's just about missed it. Silver actually in P12. Still a point, but a shame. It is a big shame. About 10 laps of this race to go. I'm hoping, I'm fearing, but I'm hoping the opposite. Hoping it's not the end of the battles after these two sort themselves out. I got a good feeling that Jordi will be able to defend for quite a bit. Michael is just driving away with it right now. I thought I saw something. I looked away for a second. Jordi's in the grass. Jordi has retired. Jordi has retired the car. I think it was one mistake too many for him. It actually put Hans Topel straight in the points. Oh, he got so frustrated he retired. He should. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He could have still finished at the point, but it's fine. I put Silver at P11 comfortably. There'll be 2 more points for the Williams team. The other Williams of a Bow, P6. Williams actually a decent point haul today, despite their, as we see, make a mistake and flirt with them. We're all careful, Bow. We're watching you. Yeah, the spot. Geralt is actually coming closer very, very quickly. What's going on there? Is Abo still on wet? Abo's on the wrong tires. That's what's going on. He still needs to stop. Oh no. Tires are properly overheating now, and I hope he gets the message that his tires are urgently sending him. If he stops now, he can maybe still salvage a P8. It's a bit of a shame that he has to. But he doesn't stop. Is he gonna stick it out on these wets? Also, I'm gonna have to apologize for the cars flying around. It's a bit of a weird glitch. The game has many of them. Goldsmith is past Abo in P7 currently. Caffalo is in the pits though, so that promotes Nolsey into P8, who has been on slicks for a while. Caffalo will be on slicks. I think he already was? No, I don't think it was. I think he stuck out for a long time. Abo might be the last person on wet tires, which to me is very brave. Michael is on slicks, Silva is on slicks, Topo is on slicks, everybody in the back is on slicks, I think we've checked before. Finch is on wets, I think, for whatever reason. Sometimes it's like, I just do not want to pit, but it can be good to do so. I saw a... Yeah, it's actually Mario that went on the grass. And a bit of a tough race. A lot of people have been having tough races. And that makes sense, because it's just a very tough track. Oh, Nacho goes into pits again. I say again, he's still on wets. Still driving on wet tires. Gonna come out ahead of Nolsey, probably. I think Bo will beat him. Makes Bo last of the top 10 on wet tires. No, Bo does not. No, Nacho's already out. Bo stays behind. And if he is really on wets, I don't think he will have the pace to keep up. Just quickly look at what the times are right now. We're looking at comfortable 28s, even 27 sometimes. Interesting how much grip. I'm not seeing the pits again. Okay. I'm guessing he didn't have the fuel and the tires were probably worn like crazy. What happens is, if the track is still a little bit damp, the tires will cool down quite quickly. That'll stop Michael ahead of him. Tires will cool down quite quickly. As a result, you have less grip, and as a result of that lack of grip, you will start to slide. And the sliding is really bad for the tires. Oh, that's really bad. That's really bad blue flag behavior, unfortunately. Nolsey survives though to overtake someone on the grass like his Alexander Albon. I feel like we will have a little bit of a complaint about that, but ultimately, very, very good reflexes and well survived, especially on grass that should be extremely wet. You basically like be like a curling stone on ice. Normally. Silva will be chasing down. Hopefully he has... Oh, yeah. I was going to say, hopefully he has better luck with the blue flags. It doesn't seem like he needed it. Will now be chasing down Nolsey. Nolsey has decent pace. He has shown decent pace, but I don't think he was experienced with the change of conditions that was shown today. Nacho chasing down Geralt, or it's more the other way around. Is Nacho still on wets? He might be. Are they still on wets? I hope that's a bug. I hope they didn't. They're not both on wets. Quickly look at the timings. I'm not sure doing on the timings. 32s, both of these. Yeah, I think they're both on wets. I don't think the game has lied to us a single time. I think they forgot to switch. But it is also interesting how the wet tires aren't actually that much slower. They're slower, for sure. But it's not like a disaster. Bit of a disaster, but not that bad of a disaster. But now Nacho is driving at 29. Okay, maybe the game is lying to us. Yeah, he seems way too comfortable to be driving on wets. I don't know, man. You know, I didn't like driving HSC, but at least when you cast, you knew what tires people were on. That was nice. Easy finish is catching up to the Weasel a little bit. But I think it's also not been having a good time today. For the future races, he will be able to show off what he's capable of a bit better. But Michael, very close to Cavalier, doing a very solid job overall this season. Not quite best of the rest today. Overall, so far has to go to Statue. He's still fighting. Specifically with Statue's teammate, Cavalier. Michael keeping up nicely. He will be saving, I think, everything for this. They do appear to both be on slick tires. He's looking. He's being patient. He's being very patient. There's no lunges. It's just look where he's weak. Put on the pressure. Oh, he's looking, but he stays patient. And quite something if he sent it there after I called him patient. So back in the day, Michael was a lot more aggressive on attack. He has really improved his driving style to be a bit more conservative, and as a result, he is getting better results in the championship. Exception of today, he finished a very, very good. Where's that man on my list? I think P6 in both races so far. It was best of the rest both times. P6 is a bit far away today, or even best of the rest, which is currently P4. Domska has to pit again. Wait, where is Dustin? Oh, a little bit far away. He's not going to benefit from that. Let's go back to Michael. Experience a little bit of harm from Domska, who they are overtaking. Yeah, take a picture. It will last longer. And we've got it on video, so we know it happened. It's funny. Because of course Domka comes out of the pit with cold tires, I'm sure. He will come back. He will be faster at some point. Oh, what's going on? Oh, he's just letting... Okay, he's letting Domka by, of course. He realizes Domka's just faster. Once we got close again, just let him go. I think he's also trying... Or might work, because... Oh, that's a bit of a compromise entry. Oh, this might be a genius move there from Michael. Around the outside for the next corner then. Oh, it's going to be tough. He's just going to have to stick it around if he's capable. Late on the brakes. Ooh, sticks the nose in. It's just not enough. Very well defended by Cavalier. Had a potential to be completely disastrous because of the approach to the Variante Alta, but he's absolutely nailed the defense there. I do have to keep an eye on the Crow who's about to start the last lap. These will not be completing the full 37. They will be completing, I think, 36 laps. The Crow currently Variante Alta with 1 lap to go after this one. Oh, it is a collision between Cappello and Michael. Oh, they're probably going to have a little bit of a look at that. These two have really been at it. Michael is running out of time, though. He's going to have to do it soon. Gerald Smith had a rough middle part of the race, but he has actually really stepped up the pace. Currently, P5, doing a great job. But a man who's been doing an even better job today, the Crow, driving to his first win of this season, and it's an incredible one, honestly. The start was incredibly chaotic. I had no idea what to make of it. It looked like people had underfueled, but the Crow has nailed every step of this test of strategy, of knowledge of the track. He's stopped when it was necessary and no other time. He has driven incredible pace, so much faster than Domska today. It's honestly incredible. And 37 laps later, he is invisible, but he's also a clear and well-deserving winner of this Grand Prix. She's got one more chicane to go, of course, one that isn't there anymore. After that, it will be the Crow's first win of the season. Another Ligier victory either way. Somebody spins ahead of him in celebration. The Crow wins the third race of the season, his first race, and the Italian Grand Prix on Imola. What a great race he has driven. Honestly, a bit of a masterclass with the weather change. He's got the setup exactly right. He's driven excellent pace. And 40 seconds ahead of Domska, who looked so unbeatable in the first 2 races, has now been beaten. Actually, let's leave this up a little bit. Or is the race winner? Domska is coming home in 2nd place. We got Dustin in 3rd. Have Michael and Capello switched? They have not switched. They exit exactly as they did into that lap. As Michael overtakes Afterline, of course that is too late. Capello is in P8. Very nicely done. Nolsey, for his first race, is in P10. Very nice lead on from him. Somebody has already left. I think it's Unstoppable. I think he's also finished. We're going to have to do this guessing game again, but I think he has finished, so we'll leave him exactly where he was. Yeah, Abo, another reserve driver, driving to his first points of the season. And Hans Stopo, he's not here anymore. I would love to show him. Let's show his teammate. Car looks roughly like this. Stopo has got a point for the championship as well. I'll have to double check, but yeah. Too many blunders, Nolsey says. But yeah, that's the race. Let's quickly remove this. And quickly, let's check. Let me save the replay. This lap. Oh, it was Domska. Domska had the fastest lap. Yeah, Domska has the fastest lap. Okay, cool. Very nice. Okay, I've saved the replay. I often forget that. But I've done it now. I'm very proud of myself. Look at the race results then. The Crow in P1 with 15 points. Domska with that fastest lap keeps a little closer. 13 points to his name. Next, Dustin. Very apparent at the start of the race, but later on, he quickly trying to see if there's any more information, but no. He was very apparent in the first part of the race. Had a very quiet second part. Looked to be half underfueled. I will verify it. but probably will not be in the broadcast. Nacho is in P9, finished in P9. Gerald in, excuse me, he's got 9 points. Nacho finished P4. Gerald finished P5, wasn't able to overtake Nacho and join the top, the top 3 in the Benetton Ligier fight. So a decent point loss for Benetton today. That will be a shame. A statue of the Ferrari in P6. Excellent job for him today. A bow in the Williams. Good point for the Williams team. P7. Cavalo in P8. So the Ferraris both nice and up there. Michael in the Sauber. Nice fight with the Ferrari between them. Nolsey in the Parmalat, his debut race for this season. P10, very nice. 3 points. We'll keep that and hopefully we'll join again. Silver in the Williams, P11, 2 points. And Hans Topo, I think he was last finisher, of course, provisional, just like last time. What else is there? We've got Mario, finished the race. Max Manfred stayed alive with us. We've got Weasel and PC Finish that also stuck it out to the end. Yuri, we saw him rage quit, unfortunately, or he had some other issue. We got JJ, Maserati, and Arderic. They all did not finish. And let's look at the provisional, capital P provisional standings. Domska is in P1, of course, still 44 points. Not much of a dent. Gerald Smith has lost a lot of ground. Only 32 points to his name. The Crow in the Ligier is in P3. After that excellent performance, overtaking Dustin in P4. Randers stuck to P5 despite not being present. We've got 3 people on exactly the same number of points. Nacho, Michael, and Statue, based on countback, because Nacho had such a good race today. He's ahead of him. Statue also decent points today. Cavalo, of course, a team in P10, broken by Silver in P9. So actually, I think we only have 5 teams in the top 10. That's interesting. Bo, best reserve driver, P11 with 6 points. HGM wasn't here today, but he's still in P12 with 4 points to his name. Max Manfred has got 4 as well. Nolsey, reserve driver, also got points behind his name. 3 puts him into 14th place. Had a lot of blunders, he said. Will not quite be happy. But yes, Mario is in P15 in the standings ahead of Ride or Die. I think Mario did it in 1 race. That's the difference. Hans Topo got a point today, and JJ had a point last time. And the rest has not scored any points yet. Weasel really enjoyed the race. We're really happy to see that. Some other people that haven't scored anything yet. Don't think Liam has joined yet. I don't think Oichen has either. Team standings then. Ligier in the lead, dominantly 75 points. The big gap to the Benetton. Almost a race win worth of points ahead. Very hard to overturn that. Sauber's in P3. They've overtaken the Williams there. So some extra work for Randers and Silver to do. The gap is 2 points. That's very possible. But Michael is consistent, and Nacho has shown great promise today. If he can keep that up, we'll have a great fight on our hands. Ferrari lagged behind a little bit. Still 26 points, clear from the rest of the pack, which is Jordan, McLaren, and Parmalat on the same points. By the way, McLaren and Parmalat. 4 points behind Jordan. And the Minardi team has a point in JJ. Throw and Simtek so far pointless. And that is all I have for you today. Next time, on the 9th of March, we'll be going to Germany for the German Grand Prix. Same time as always. Quick comment from Weasel. He said it was very hard work. It of course is. But he's done a great job. To keep it alive, honestly. It looked very tough. And my voice started to go, so I have to wrap it up. If you have been enjoying it, if you want to join, look at the pinned message, look at the description in YouTube, and please do join the Discord. Would love to have you for other races. As you saw today, people joined that last time watched the stream, so it's always fun. If you have been enjoying the stream, don't forget to follow. If you have been enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon again.